Okay.
What's up, folks? Welcome to Nino's Corner.tv. Is it the calm before the storm? Silver just hit $53, Juanito. $53. And Bo Pony's been on my channel screaming from the hilltops that when it hits over 50, it's going to go quick and go through the roof. Juanito, thank you for joining me.
Hey, bro. Yeah, it's 50 touched all the way up near to 54 and then came back dramatically this morning. And of course, it had a 3-day weekend. And of course, one thing everybody has to remember, I had said that it was going to punch right through 50, and 70 is the next serious resistance. So it may bobble around here just a little bit in that 51 to 53 range, and then it's going to take off. And there's a lot of reasons why. It's not just the thin availability of silver out there in the marketplace. It's also the fact that you have a lot of pressing world events that are all happening at the same time. We've done pre-staging down in South America, Costa Rica, Tobago, other places, getting ready to do something significant in Venezuela.
So it is the calm before the storm, Juan.
It truly is. And people, we kind of tease about that, but don't lose perspective. There is a huge storm on lots of different fronts that's coming. It's really here. And even Trump, you know, his little thing with the umbrella the other day when there was really no rain going on. Why does he do that? Trump doesn't do stuff, you know, without a meaning behind it, you know, at lots of levels. And I think that once again is him trying to telegraph when people are watching and paying attention that, you know, we are in that calm before the storm moment.
You brought up an important point also, is that someone else should be holding that umbrella for him.
Well, yes. Usually you'll have a Marine guard that's present that is carrying the umbrella. As he goes up the steps into Air Force One, you know, he may want to carry that, but that's a very unusual situation because it's such a short distance, and he was carrying it all the way along.
But it's not even raining.
Oh, and that's my point. This is a prop.
Wow.
Think of what I told you going on over at the Treasury. The Treasury got security fencing around it at the same exact moment as the White House did. No other buildings in Washington, D.C. got security fencing around it. But why? Because it wasn't about needing physical security from people going to jump the fence and come in and, you know, ransack the Treasury. It was visual prop, so you understand the moment that we're in. Trump is going out of his way to make sure that people understand the moment that we're in. So you really want to watch everything. What tie is he wearing today? What time of the day is he doing stuff? Some of the comms are intended for different
and especially Melania, correct?
Well, absolutely, because Melania is the flagstaff with things that they're sending messages for, and it is not lost. She's not dropped that role, and in fact, I would argue she's more intensely being the flagstaff for the messages from the flagship, the commander of the fleet, in this particular moment. And we're in the storm. We're retaking the bridge, the helm of the ship of state. And that process is very grinding. Well, there's so much. And by the way, let me just add this one thing. For those people that don't see that he's the commander-in-chief through the storm, let me add that with all of the generals and flag officers, admirals, present 2 weeks ago out in Virginia, he stood up in front of all of them and said, I am 45, 46, and 47.
Damn.
Okay.
That's crazy, man.
And people,
That's
think
wild.
about that. In there with all those, he had the audacity to say that, except it wasn't audacious. Many of the generals have not been read in and have been operating out of step with what the president is doing in this continuity in government moment. And as Professor Clement did in his little video the other day, he pointed out very clearly, and you should go back and find that video number 8 of his presentations here recently, where he identifies that the day that Trump stepped away from the presidency and put on a different hat as the commander-in-chief was April 1st, April Fool's Day 2020, in his first administration. And from that point forward, he was not governing as president. He was governing as commander-in-chief in a very difficult moment because we had been attacked. He closed up Cheyenne Mountain on the 15th. He declared a national emergency on the 13th. He said, we may already have been attacked. We may be at war and not realize it yet. So with all that in mind, and then the comms about the storm with all the general staff there in the White House office way early in his administration, and you come now and he's carrying an umbrella himself.
I've never seen him carry an umbrella. I don't, not that I can remember. Maybe he has. I'm sure my audience will be like, I've never seen him with an umbrella. Have you seen him with an umbrella, 𝗬𝗏𝗏?
Well, whatever you've seen, at this exact moment, you're in the rarefied air. Amazing things are yet to happen this month. And we're in that, we've passed the apex of the boomerang's flight, and it's now all starting to come back.
It's coming back.
You have more arrests. Look, the coin that I have right now is the Gitmo coin. And right as silver is going out of this world, I've got it over on my site, over at allpatriots.gumroad.com and over at Jen's site, 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗀.com. And they're fantastic.
I'll put it down there in the link.
Going to the moon.
Let me just break for a second, 𝗬𝗏𝗏. Folks, headlines everywhere talk about Ozempic and similar miracle weight loss shots. But what most people don't realize is this major analysis just found that people who stop taking these injections gain nearly all their weight back within a year, just a year. That's the catch. These drugs only work while you're on them. They're expensive, and at the moment you stop, your body fights back. This is why I use this new product, and I'm obsessed with how it makes my body look. GLP-1 Elevate helps my body naturally trigger the same hunger-controlling, craving-reducing signals that Ozempic does, but without needles, prescriptions, and the side effects. It promotes safety and fullness, helps reduce hunger hormones, supports fat loss instead of muscle loss, and even helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels so that I finally get the results that last. Grab a bag of BioTrust GLP-1 for 40% off and start experiencing real results only at the link down below, folks. Get on it now. It's Trim with Nino, baby. Well, it's just Trim with Nino. It's just Trim with Nino. But, hey, I'm getting pretty good at these. I want.
Yeah, you are definitely, bro.
Well, tell Sheila. I know Sheila is right next to you. Tell Sheila
Holm. Yeah, she's with me.
So I'm going to be seeing you both on the. I know. But you're both going to be the general in the general's tent October 30th, 5 p.m. Correct?
Yes.
You ready, Sheila? You ready for that?
Potentially, yes.
There you go. Proof of life. There's proof of life.
There she is. So you guys are going to dinner right now?
Yeah, I'm going to take her dinner.
So Juan, let me ask you one last question before I let you go. I know you guys are on your way. So if he's holding that umbrella and this is a comm, how close are we?
Well, I think he wouldn't be doing that, taking the time to do that, if we weren't already right there. In fact, that it wasn't quite pouring yet or something. He may do another one shortly where it is pouring or something. And I just, everybody that has been on pins and needles for so long. They want their friends and family and everybody else to see it happening. I think you're going to get a lot of relief on that fairly shortly, and as things begin to gain momentum the other direction.
Well, Juan, I also want to bring you on 𝗏𝗏𝐶𝗀𝗏𝗏 today or tomorrow, and I want to talk about. I had Gene Decode on, and he said that, you know, from his intel, that a few dozen generals were arrested at the summons with Pete Hegseth. And I wanted to know if you could talk about that on the back channel along with some other things. So can we finish this on 𝗏𝗏𝐶𝗀𝗏𝗏tv?
Sure.
Thank you, Juanito. Folks, go to �ＤGeneralForMac.com. And remember, both Sheila and Juan will be the generals in the general tent the same time, October 30th, the day after my ringside with Nino. The day after is the general's tent with Juan and Sheila at 5 p.m. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Sheila.
All right.